Hello, my name is Matthew, and I've been working my way through the Norton Anthology of English Literature, and I read a selection from Leviathan by Thomas Hobbes, and it's brutal. I've been reading it all week, the same selection each day, and it's impenetrable. I don't understand what he's talking about or what he's trying to convey. It's extremely difficult for me. I'll read just the first paragraph or the first sentence or two, maybe to give you an understanding of what I've been going through. When a man reasoneth, he does nothing else but conceive a sum total from addition of parcels, or conceive a remainder from subtraction of one sum from another, which, if it be done by words, is conceiving of the consequence of the names of the parts to the name of the whole, or from the names of the whole and on one part to the name of the other part. And though in some things, as in numbers, besides adding and subtracting, men name other operations, as of multiplying and dividing, yet they are the same. And it goes on for 10 pages like that. It's extremely analytical and specific and tedious. It's wading through all of these words that are alien to me, and there are portions. He'll go on a whole paragraph saying something or other, and then go in other words, and then have another whole paragraph. And on either part, I don't know what he's talking about. I read the introduction a couple times as well to try to get my bearings, to get some handhold on what this is. It's political philosophy, and I imagine that if you have background in that, this could be extremely interesting to read. It's certainly a subject that does not interest me, but the introduction says, to give you a idea of what you're about to read. It says, the best introduction to Leviathan is really the engraving prefixed to the first edition. At the top of the picture is Leviathan himself, the state represented as a handsome man of superhuman stature. In his right hand he holds the sword of civil power, and in his left hand the staff of a bishop, signifying spiritual power. Before him, dwarfed by his enormous form, is a city. But the curious thing about the giant himself is that his entire body consists of little interlaced people, so tiny that from a distance one cannot distinguish them. And it goes on. And that really is a great introduction of what this is, because I don't understand what that means either. And I looked it up. This work is over 700 pages long. And that to me just sounds insurmountable if the whole thing goes on like that. This was incredibly influential, and at the time it even created a scandal. So it's not, I don't want to make it sound like it's nonsense. It really is me not being able to understand, or not having the proper framework to even understand what I'm reading. And it ends, the selection that I have ends with, the passions that incline men to peace are fear of death, desire of such things as are necessary to commodious living, and a hope by their industry to obtain them. And reason suggesteth convenient articles of peace, upon which men may be drawn to agreement. These articles are they which otherwise are called the laws of nature, whereof I shall speak more particularly in the following chapters. So it ends with a threat. I don't know. Actually, while I was reading this, it reminded me of the beginning of Lord Byron's Don Juan when he's talking about um, Coleridge, and he says the line is, and Coleridge is busy explaining metaphysics to the nation. I just wish somebody would explain his explanation. Um, so yeah, I didn't have high expectations for this. I can't say that I'm disappointed or anything like that. Just really beyond anything that I'm going to find value or entertainment in. So I'm very happy to move on from here. Um, if if you've read Leviathan or portions of it and got a lot out of it, I would love to hear what you think. If you think that he's a fantastic prose stylist, I would be interested in knowing why. Um, so if you'd like, leave a comment, and I'm sorry I didn't have much more to say. So thanks. Bye.